and then start fighting? Like, no. In any of those moves, any of those 3 attacks,
Whoops. Accidentally had my mouths are open. Well, I am here, luckily, and we shall continue. Hopefully, what no? We're gonna be playing for a lot longer than last night, for sure. Yeah, just had to stay with the animals. Getting a little antsy around the fireworks. Also, just had to make myself some coffee, so we'll be sipping on that for the night. I don't even remember what I did last time. I don't know. I just was kind of just. I just was tired. Was tired, and that with the mix of the animals, just yeah, not a great combination. Oh yeah, the troll.
All right then.
Oh no, the funguses. That's right. How do I approach this?
So much for you.
Well, that went better than last time I did that, I feel like.
Nice and quiet.
Verathus!
I'm just letting them like do their main stuff, but of course I could just be doing this, right? Making the combat go faster, right?
So much.
Oh. Pressing M instead of the spacebar. Oh, go back.
As you wish.
Oh, never mind. Alright, well now here's the battle. Alright, here we go. Alright,
Hey,
Ooh, this is gonna hurt. Alright, well, let's do this. Daze him. Oh my lord. Okay. Really couldn't make that a bit bigger. Okay. Ooh, okay, come on, Casper. Ooh, oh my Christ. Well, by first. This encounter is insane. Well, I go to this counter. This counter is insane. This encounter, or this spore, kind of gets me. Well, not. It brings over this dude. Well, no, he's just walking. I just somehow managed to aggro him, unfortunately. Alright, there, had to fix some stuff. And contemplating, oh, I'm not gonna die in this. He still has yet to do that, too. And he's not going to. Alright, well. Not sure if I'm ready for this yet. Unfortunate. Alright, let's go back up. Yeah, because, wait, this area looks like it just goes on to that side. I guess let's go back over here.
Laying low.
Alright, sorry. Had to take care of cats. Always cats usually whenever I pause like that. Yeah, I just don't think it goes on to the other side.
Margaren's fire castle.
Okay.
Light in dark places.
Nothing there. There's nothing left to this area besides that. No, there has to be. It goes down, right? Alright. Damn, there's some stuff in my throat. Oh, what? Inventory stuff? I guess I forgot to look at that. That would be nice, probably. Plus 0.1 to crit damage multiplier. Oh, 10%. Sickened or paralyzed will increase the duration, but... I'm not exactly sure who I should put that on. I feel like her. Yeah, why would I ever equip this? What the hell? I forgot what button it is. Goddamn. I forgot what button it was. That you could just immediately put it back into put it into your stash. Oh, what does this do? Stalker's Link bonus. Only used by Ranger. Oh, wow. Well, good thing we have one. Oh, you can't even see this. Unfortunate. What is this? Oh, modify Stalker's Link. I don't know if she even has that. Hmm. It might be an ability. It also doesn't. It would be nice if it told me what exactly it modified. I don't know. I don't think even she even has that. So. I don't think she even can use them, so. Oh yeah, I might as well use these. Oh yeah, okay. 31, 16.29. What about you? $34 to $47. And not too much of a difference. let's continue downwards. Oh. In front of you looms the ghostly, hollow image of the man who was present at your awakening. He casts a pale, sickly light in the dank corridor as he regards you.
You are from Kratom, my dear?
His words are an echo in your mind from a time long ago, or time long past, and you know your response before he speaks it, as if it all has always been. You from Kratom, my dear? I came to live there years ago. Sorry. Only recently.
A remarkable city. Truly one of the most impressive we have encountered outside of our own. Many exceptional people who have joined our cause come from Kratom. What made you decide to join our order?
Oh, actually, you know what? That would actually be very funny if this person was just. I've made my character kind of just not very religious, right? Is not very, very tuned to the gods. But this person in my past life, I guess, is like super religious, which is kind of funny. The world needs to know about the true gods.
Remember never to be discouraged by those who cling to their beliefs. They are worthy of our pity, not our scorn. Are you ready to take the oath? To spread the word of the gods to the lost and heathen?
Oh, I am. Actually. There. That gets better to sit on. Oh yeah. Actually, the mask might be in that troll area.
Shh.
I think I see something.
Oh. Hmm. Quest updated, huh? Is that what this is? Oh. Get out of there. Alright, well, that was idiotic of me. Alright, next time. Alright.
Well,
You go in there, because you apparently know more about your traps and everything.
I see something.
Oh, nice. Archer's gloves. Endurance potion. Peridot. Oh, nothing too insane. What is this? You think to hear the faint sounds of whispering coming from the skulls, but the words are unintelligible. Let's actually look at those gloves. Bonus range damage, obviously. We all know who this. Oh, replaces her other gloves. That's fun. Who do you? Noxious burst trap. Interesting. Yep, gotta go grab the dead body. Which I think we will just take a quick camp right here. Ooh, nice. There, do that, I guess, first. Yeah, we don't need to be sneaking, so... Oh, let's go... Oh my gosh, did she really? Okay, no, okay, good. Save it.
does the flame reveal? Brave without
Oh, there's two of them now. Alright.
Curse your eye!
Alright, well. So she's not getting attacked. She can deal with that. Nope, there. I'm so dead. Oh god damn. Okay, so I'll restart this. Because battle, okay, now it's getting hard. What's only on normal? I think I might just manually move that because a lot of the time they will just go wherever and just do their own thing whenever they do like their ability.
Of course.
Brave thou feel not believe.
Like this. Alright, there's that one. So why am I all the way up there? I mean, I don't... So why are you... Is my formation just kind of messed up at the moment? Oh my god. Oh my. Okay, that sucks. Oh man. All right.
Ready, Watcher.
Oh, it's too late. Goddamn, it sucks. God, they really wanted me dead. Jesus. Did I just see a... Is that... Did someone get teleported? What happened? I don't even realize what happened. I don't know if I like a lot of the priest spells. I mean, I guess he's like a support, right? Which makes sense.
Shadow.
Roll attack!
Alright, nice. One down, let's go kill the other one. Everyone after him.
Following your lead.
Come on, get through. Oh, nice. One down.
How may I help?
Hopefully I level up from this. That'd be nice. Oh, nice. There we go. And the little minions now.
I fear we've lost the angry.
Oh no. Oh my god. We are losing all of them one after another. How strong are these? What the hell?
Roll Act 10.
Alright, nice. One more.
I have them.
Oh my god. Oh, nice. Finally. Definitely going to need another rest.
All right then.
Margaren's fire casts light in dark places.
Oh dang. Over into I was hoping to look at that.
What?
Shadow!
Yes.
It's almost dead. Alright, never mind.
Yes? What?
Of course.
Brave Dalphila Nearly.
may I help?
Ready.
Following yours.
All right then.
Yeah, sorry for being not the most talkative, but I would have kind of done this, so not really about not much to talk about since I've already kind of gawked and talked about it already.
I'm on the
And,
trail.
everything I said, I mentioned I haven't seen, I usually do, so. Now, also, unfortunately, I hate to say this, but I'll push through though. I am feeling a bit tired, but rush through. It's because I did, I usually, sleep in the middle of the day, just so I can get myself some type of, so I'm a little bit awake at night. I wish it did change colors at least, right?
Hail and well met.
The mercenary looks at his feet. Please go on in. His eyes dart up the rest of the party. You know the acolyte doesn't like gas. I'd keep any friends of yours out of the main chamber. He shuffles. She's already in a state on account of someone being late. No sense in provoking her further. Alright, farewell.
I shall be discreet. Gods keep you.
Here. A lone figure paces back and forth, tapping his fingers at his sides, muttering to himself. He jumps when he sees you, his hands on his chest. By the flame, you startled me. Should you be in the meeting, attendant? The acolyte's waiting for you. He clasps his hands, his twitching thumb. Not time for the initiate's meeting, is it? He twiddles his fingertips. I'll be ready soon. Tell me about the meeting. This must be your first time. The acolyte communicates with each of us individually to hear of our progress on old tasks and to assign us new ones. He shivers with a mixture of pleasure and dread. It's a unique process. She's a cipher, so she can speak to you without words. Fascinating, until you realize she can probably read your thoughts just as easily. What do you know about these tasks? He laughs nervously. Only what I absolutely need to. We protect the secrets of the gods, so discretion is essential. He waves a hand between the two of you. Oh, I said, I read between the two, too. I was like, I mean, like, my party? No, I read that horribly. Or, whatever. We receive our instructions from the acolyte, just as she receives hers from someone else, and so on, right up to the Grand Master. Our role is to obey, knowing as little about the overall plan and each other as possible. Tell me about the secrets. He jumps back. You shouldn't even be asking. Whatever they are, they're secrets for a reason. Our job is to guard them, not to know them. How can you be confident you're doing the right thing when you know so little? He snorts. That's easy. The leaden key has been around for ages by the blessing of the gods. You only have to look around to see the perils of trying to usurp divine power. Killing a god in the Saints' War has cursed us all, and the heresy of animancy has only worsened matters. Try to replace the soul, and you inevitably end up with a monster. It's all been a warning, where are some powers we just shouldn't have. I see. We've been entrusted with important work. It's an honor, but not without its challenges. You need something? I'll be ready for the initiate's meeting soon. Honest. What exactly are you doing here, then? He resumes his pacing. I've been practicing the passphrases. I know them backwards and forwards, but I get so nervous every time I think about repeating them to the acolyte. Oh. I accidentally clicked on something. Okay. He ushers in a deep breath and fluttering hands. He goes. Okay, I did ask the right thing, though. First question. State your name and purpose. Answer. My name belongs to the gods and my hand to the service. Second question. What company do you seek? Answer. I seek the company of the shadows, that our labors may remain secrets. Third question. Tell me of your labors. Answer. To see that the craft of kith and wielder does not stir what bones the gods have buried. Fourth question. How do we know your purpose? Answer. You shall know it by the confession of my tongue, the deeds of my hand, and the oath of my soul. Riddles upon riddles. What bones the gods have buried. It's very dramatic, isn't it? Oh, I'm sorry. Please continue. Fifth question. And how is your oath guarded? Answer. It is sealed by the leaden key. He sighs with a nervous chuckle. That wasn't so hard. Sounds like you got it. I do. I think. He bites his lip. I'm just going to practice a few more times by myself before the meeting. Alright, well, goodbye. Ooh, nice. Phantom's customs, huh? Book lie on the table, its pages filled with some kind of unintelligible cryptography, right? Okay, yeah.
I'll give it a try, at least. As requested.
Ooh, nice.
Keeping an eye out.
Anything secret in here? Interesting find. Interesting. Alright, let's give you this. Acquires 6 lore. Okay. Don't have that. Alright, getting close to here. Aloth falters and brings a hand to his forehead. He takes a staggering step forward, coughing and sputtering. What? Okay, this is new, I think.
Back, ye clod! Those hooded fiends are nigh to be trusted.
Aloth, hey, now is not the best time for that. He grimaces, catching his breath. It's nothing. I'm fine. He coughs again. This probably isn't the best place to linger, anyhow. Interesting. You hear murmurs and chants on the other side of the door. A ritual of some sort is already underway. Continue into the chamber alone. You open the door and stride into the chamber. Alright, here we go. Several shrouded figures are lining up across from a hooded woman. The figure at the head of the line approaches her, and the woman places her outstretched hand on the stranger's forehead. They stand in silent communion as you look on. A few months. Oh my God, can I not read? A few moments later, the stranger steps aside and resumes his place in the circle around the statue. The woman turns towards you. You are late, attendant. Even though her face is concealed, you sense her rage in her dangerously low voice and in the sudden silence of the others in the chamber.
I've been waiting on your reports. Quickly now, state your name and purpose.
My name belongs to the gods and my hand to their service.
What company do you seek?
I seek the company of shadows that our labors may remain secret.
Tell me of your labors.
To see that the craft of Kith and Wilder does not disturb what bones the gods have buried.
How do we know your purpose?
You shall know it by the confession of my tongue, the deeds of my hand, and the oath on my soul.
And how is your oath guarded?
It is sealed by the leaden key.
Welcome, attendant. Tell me of your exploits.
In your mind, you see a building, magnificent with trellises and tiles located on a pristine boulevard. The wealthy and learned strolled in and out, trading knowledge and coin.
Does he wait still?
Yet it also houses misery and madness. Somewhere within its rotten core sits a man. His hot hair matted, but his eyes alert. He watches and waits, a prisoner by choice. Does he wait still? Yes.
Did they arrive?
The Alkali's vision takes you out of Defiance Bay into a town in the wilderness with a watermill. A signpost on one of the paths reads, Drive Ford. Or Deerford. I don't know. Several figures huddled together, shrouded in cloak hoods. An image of ruin suddenly looms in your mind. Two skeletal effigies flank a cleft in the mountainside. Did they arrive? Yes.
Your information shall be relayed. Now, for your next task.
The ruins fade from your mind, and in their place is the palimpsest of a neighborhood. Run-down estates are cobbled around a cemetery and an ancient tower. Savage shapes prowl the streets, and in the tower, a man hunches over a strange mechanism. You can't see him clearly, but there's something unnatural about. Oh, so you know what? I did a lot of stuff like in the town before I did this, and I wonder if that is why I think I was level 5 when I went down here. So that makes a lot of sense.
Stop him. And above all, don't let him meet her.
The Acolyte shows you a door in the base of the tower, a seemingly impenetrable slab of stone and copper. But then she shows you the invisible split between the perfect matched halves, and you understand how the copper vines convert a command into action. The command comes to your mind, a surprising familiarity about it. You know how to open the door. I shall. Her hand rests lightly on your head. Have you any questions, attendant? What is this place? This is what remains of the Temple of Wodka. The Acolyte shows you a grand structure surrounded by the faithful. The fires of revolution destroyed everything above us and left the rains abandoned, perfect for our purposes. Farewell.
Well,
Actually, devotees have placed assorted keys, their teeth filed away among the runnels of wax. Oh, I thought that meant like more tea. Is this a door?
a blade in the dark.
Moving on, I guess. I like how I guess she doesn't get mad. Where is this going to take me? Because I haven't gone this way. That's a new entrance I've taken. The steward of Cade Nua has received a letter for you. Okay. Yeah, now here's a bunch of stuff. Oh, wow. Actually, it opened up an actual path to this area. That's actually really nice, actually.
A moment, please. I feel I should explain myself.
Yes, that would be nice.
How may I help? About my episode in the catacombs. There's something I should have told you earlier.
Alright, I'm gonna cross my arms and wait, because that is definitely something I would be doing. He clasped his hands together, slowly massaging a knuckle with his thumb. I meant no harm. I thought I could keep it to myself. That when we resolve the matter of your soul, we would also address my problem.
I also have an awakened soul. But unlike yours, mine is a presence that shares my senses and my skin, making herself manifest at the most unwelcome times.
Okay. I kind of thought about that, but not until like a little bit ago, like right before this. He closes his eyes and grits his teeth. His lips quiver and twitch with the vestiges of his internal debate. Several seconds later, he opens his eyes again. They're watery and bloodshot.
I'm sorry. I've tried to learn to control Isilmir. I've gotten stronger, but so has she.
Tell me about Isilmir.
Artless, uncouth, a creature of rash impulses and feeble faculties. She wags her impertinent tongue when she should listen.
Heating up my cold coffee. Well, it's not really cold, but getting there.
Aye, this one's fit to boil. Hard to get this gaff over anything tisn't to do with books and spell speak.
He grimaces, running his hand through his hair. I have none of her memories. Bear spared me that much. Huh? Who? But her coarse manners and intolerable Ohio speak suggest a provincial from a very, very long time. She tends to surface a hair's breadth from conflict, when the fuse has burned out and teeth are on edge, and when she shows up, she doesn't stop to gauge a situation. She just acts. It kind of seems reckless. That's it, exactly. You call the way she go to those villagers in Gilded Vale. She doesn't think, and she doesn't back down. And trying to suppress that hasn't been my problem for years. Why didn't you say something sooner?
I learned to keep her a secret a very long time ago. Those with awakened souls are shunned, mistrusted. And after your experience with Meerwald, I'm certain you can see why. You need to be careful.
That makes sense, okay. Well, yeah, is this going to be a problem?
Merely an annoyance. Although...
He lowers his voice and clasps his hands behind his back. Mint twitches and spasms along his arms betray his fidgeting.
Defiance Bay is said to have an entire institution dedicated to the study and cure of soul-related ailments. Since our journeys have already brought us to the city, perhaps we could speak with someone there.
Okay, this is actually like new dial. I've actually not done this, so this is actually really cool. If it's helpful to you, we'll go.
Thank you. This has been a great burden.
Alright, time to get moving then. Nice.
Of course.
Alright, now let's just level up. No 5. Let's go. Oh, yeah, level 3, never mind. What am I thinking? Let's see. I like that. Noxious burst. What does this do? Oh, it just wait, this makes him terrified and sickened. And this makes him, yeah, damages them. Okay, I like that. That's fine. Hmm. So 4 scrolls are fine for the moment, right? Alright, nice.
Hey.
Alright, level you up now, you dear, I think is your name. I forget. Yeah, do that. Vigorous defense, plus 20 all defenses for 15 seconds. Weapon specialization. I'm not sure if I want that yet. I do like this though, Into the Fray. Into the Fray is a good unlock.
Of course.
Alright, now we can just do some side quests. Oh, the White March, this is what starts the White March. Interesting. Well, save this point, so... Let's see, two-sided. Yeah. Alright, let's go to the map because I think I know where to go. So, here, Andra's gift, I think. Oh, never mind. Wait. No, it's not Heritage Hill. Heritage Hill is the abandoned place. It's Brackenberry.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Sagani, does your fox bite?
Yes,
Can I pet him anyway?
it's your hand.
I'm gonna pet him.
I don't know why I'm doing that. Alright, Brackenberry, let's go. Here we go. There we go. Too many variables.
Hello.
A woman stands in the shade of the gardens, muttering to herself. She's fixated on the pages of a large and well-worn tome, seemingly oblivious to the blooming flowers and the cool, fragrant breeze. She only looks up when your shadows cross her page. Do you mind? I'm rather busy. What are you busy with? She snaps her book shut. I'm studying soul attachment. We all know that souls move into people at birth and out of them at death, but we still have a lot of questions about what makes them stick, so to speak. What do you mean about making them stick? She brushes a stray lock from her forehead. Souls power bodies and gives their tissues life, but only when they're firmly attached. It's separation that leads to a whole spate of soul-related ailments, including the Hollowborn. But if we understood how to retouch souls, we could end Waden's legacy, maybe even conquer death. She scratches behind her ear. That's the theory, anyway. Unfortunately, I don't have all the research I need to put into practice. What exactly do you need? There's a manuscript called the Theorions of Pentagram. It contains research from Pentagram's experiments on detached souls. The Hall of Revealed Mysteries is rumored to have a copy in the Elder Archives. Pentagram's work is considered to be one of the more daring animancy texts, not something generally circulated among novices, nor easy to get a hold of. I wonder if we might have a peek at it. The theorems could advance my research by leaps and bounds, but Grimda, the High Archivist, worships Yale, which means she has some paradoxical views on sharing and restricting knowledge. And since she's not exactly a proponent of animancy, she tends to restrict the kind of information that would be useful to me. I'm sorry to hear that. She sighs. Look at me spilling my troubles. It's kind of you to listen, but I should really get back to my work. Anything else? I have some questions about the theorems of Pentagram, such as, well, what are the theorems of Pentagram? Second. Okay. Not too good. I think just scraped my nail. But not too badly, so luckily. Alright. Also just getting a little bit. Getting some more comfy clothes. Pentagram was an animancer working in Deerwood. He had some interesting theories about essence and some rather innovative techniques for studying it. He was able to reattach souls to bodies after death, although he wasn't able to prevent his patients from degenerating. He was controversial, to say the least, but many are starting to realize that he was merely ahead of his time. Yeah, what do you mean by degenerating? Dean twists her hands together. Well, there seems to be a tiny problem with reattaching souls after death. The bodies will reanimate and even retain memories and personality, but they develop, hunger for flesh Living soul-infused flesh. Ah, interesting. I actually like how this is like technically the idea of zombies. Well, I mean, yeah, this is basically just, they're just basically zombies. And that's how the definition, you know, how zombies are explained in this game, which is kind of interesting and I like it. It's pretty cool. Without it, they start to devolve, decaying mentally and physically. If the process goes too far, which it eventually does, they become mindless corpses, attaching anything that moves, or attacking anything that moves. We haven't figured out a way to avoid that. That is more than an inconvenient side effect. You've reproduced an unnatural curse with little to show for it. Yeah, I was gonna say, that sounds like necromancy. Nonsense. Necromancy is magic. This is science. She emphasizes the last word. Science? Yeah, okay, lady. I mean, I like it, but we're gonna be some Americans. I want to be necromancer. That would be cool. What is it, Grimdarly? Why doesn't Grimdar lend you the books you need? I mean, you said she was fanatic. I don't even know about that. What exactly are the Elder Archives? The Elder Archives hold the rarest, most arcane, and most powerful texts in the Deerwood. Think of it as the inner sanctum of the Hall of Revealed Mysteries. Needs to say, you need Grimdar's permission to enter. That's all I wanted to ask. Anything else? Alright, what about yourself? I'm an animist at the sanitarium. Currently, I'm researching matters related to Waiden's legacy. Okay, never mind. So we loan farewell. Oh. Warden, an animator for the Republic, Bonsillo, has requested a visit. Extend a formal invitation. See that the necessary preparations are made. Of course. Head Warden Ethelmore. A well-maintained statue of a middle-aged man presides over the room, looking down unblinking over the bustle of harried academics pestered by the hopeful desperate. I never got what that phrase means. The hopeful desperate. Strong warmth emanates from it that you could sense from across the room. There is a human soul stored beneath the stonework. You feel its attention turned towards you. It has been some time since a watcher graced these halls. His voice echoes deeply, rumbling the floor beneath you. I am envious of your natural insights, traveler. I can only imagine how it might have helped my work in life. Oh my god, I read that so horribly. Now, what is it that has brought you to my sanitarium? You may have a member of the Latin Key in your midst. Wait, how did I... You may have a member of the Latin Key in your midst. Head Warden Ethelmar. Oh, so I don't know why I read that. Ethelmar groans, and the stone around him shudders. I could have done without hearing that today. Many have their intrusions been into our affairs, of course. One can seldom be certain whether they've meddled or whether calamity has struck on its own, but few of their less skilled infiltrators have been exposed from time to time. They are a perpetual nuisance. They are a perpetual nuisance. Once again, I reminded how envious I am of your gifts. I suspect they would be some use in verifying one's identities. You are odds with the leaden key as well, I take it? They're up to something. I'm trying to determine what. They are always up to something. Of that you may rest assured. If their plots have come to involve you, you have my sympathies. Do you have some idea who this person might be? I suspect it's a patient. Very well. In that case, I recommend you speak first with our resident animancers. They have frequent interactions with both patients and colleagues. You'll find them up here or in their office downstairs. You'll report anything suspicious to me immediately. This is my only request. Alright, does anyone here know about anything about awakenings? There's an animancer on the lower floor who came all the way from Rivoa to study them. Take the stairs down and look for Bella Siege. Okay. Oh, farewell. Nice. And some more people leveled up. Oh, I guess now access to level 3 spells as well. That's cool. Oh, did I just accidentally stumble upon... Oh, I guess I did. I didn't even think about that. Here we go. Just gotta figure out the range, right? Kind of like this one though. Sounds more interesting. We'll talk to this person about the awakening, I think. There we go. All right.
Greetings.
A woman paces back and forth, her feet crunching on the soft red carpet. She gestures and mumbles to herself, shaking her head as she pores over pages of notes. She almost walks into you. Ikosi, here I am. I'm looking so hard for answers in my research that I did not see the kid standing in front of me. What can I do? I'm looking for an expert on awakenings. Laughs bitterly. Ah, that would be me. The lack of research subjects has made me more of an expert in counting floorboards. I would like to transfer animancy's success in buttressing pre-awakened souls to soothing those whose souls have already awakened. But I need subjects, and most of the patients here are too broken to produce reliable results. It is a tragedy to have come so far for nothing. I mean, you're in luck. I have a volunteer. She's bringing to the balls of her feet, beaming. Gelad, who is it? Gelade, who is it? Yellow lips curl into a frown. I don't know about this. She grins more broadly still. Don't be silly. The process is perfectly harmless. All you must do is stand in that cage. I beg your pardon? I jest. You Adrians are so uptight. I do not even know what that thing is used for. It belonged to the last occupant's office, I think. Now they upgraded him to a cell. Again, I jest. My lady, you are jesting over people's souls. I'm not sure if that is a good thing. She rubs her hands together, getting down to business. I need you to sit here. She takes Aelaf by the shoulders and steers him to the couch. And try to relax, but not try too hard. Then you will not be relaxing. Indeed. His eyes are humorless. Yeah, this lady's crazy. And you must also wear these. A little cold, but the copper will help conduct your essence. The Animancer fastens thick copper bands to Aelof's forehead and wrist. As she ratchets them together, his face twitches with suppressed irritation. Now I will examine your soul through my scope. She reaches into her desk and produces a long chambered tube. Knobs, dials, and small toothed wheels run along the side of the device. It is fitted with Audra lenses cut to different thickness and concavities. By manipulating them, I find the angles and densities that allow me to track the anomalies in your soul. How exciting! I've never seen this sort of thing performed. Khan appears at the device with interest. It seems suitably complicated. Does this mean we'll get to talk to Isomir more? I like that lady. He raises a finger. But first, we must find this cunning interloper. You answer some personal questions while I make adjustments. Sagani pats his arm. Don't worry. I'm sure we won't hear any of it. Ayla squirms on the couch. Very well. She holds the scope to her eye and flink. Was Sagani like tapping his shoulder? Oh, I guess, yeah. She holds the scope to her eyes and flicks a knob. To begin, tell me something personal, something from a time before your awakening. There's nothing to tell. I was just a normal child living in Sithwood. He looks to you, his face set in a frown, but the rigid edges of apprehension that show through nevertheless. What do you remember? What do you remember about your home? As you speak, Aloth, you feel your voice like a bell in your chest. It tolls softly, luring him into the mist of his own memory. Belisarge doesn't seem to notice anything, but you feel as if your words are smoothing his essence, untangling its many threads. He closes his eyes. Comfortable, modest, quiet when Mother is away, which is most of the time, quiet enough to hear the clink of glass on wood. This is when I know to be the most careful. Father is good about hiding the bottles. Mother, when she is home, is good at pretending not to notice them. Ooh, alright. This is good. I'm starting to see something. Continue. Tell us about the time you awakened. She bites her tongue as she twists one of the dials. I am in my 5th year of training. My mother is home. I can let my guard down a little because when she is around, he is usually only angry with her. But he has heard that I have had trouble casting missiles, that my flame shields are unstable. He has fears that I have failed, and Mother's presence reminds him that he has failed too. Oh my god. The first blow takes me by surprise. One moment I was sweeping the kitchen, the next I am sprawled on the ground, stupidly looking at the flecks of my blood from the tile. His boots, glistening with fresh polish, thudded across the floor. He kicks me in the stomach, and I curl up to shield my values. But it's pointless. Protecting the one thing only leaves something else exposed. Still huddled on the ground, I retreat as fast as I can. I retreat until the vision of the kitchen and my own trembling knees is nothing but a pinprick against a field of black. His jaws lock and his eyes twitch beneath the lids. Madicho! Belisarge fiercely cranks the knobs along her scope. He's hypnotized himself with his old memory. We've got to bring him out of it. Quickly, I almost have it. Wake up! You gotta fucking wake up. It's not a memory. Slap him. Squeeze Ayla's hand. You're safe. Everything's fine. Eloth's eyes snap open, but the expression you see in them isn't his. He's near safe when I hap upon him. He's near safe when I hap upon him. Huh? Belisarge sucks a deep breath through her teeth. That's it. I'm seeing a shift in his essence. Something spreading and congealing. She glances at you over her scope. Keep talking. He seems to respond to you. What brought you here? Cracking bones and voices high in ire. That warm molasses feeling that creeps down your gut when crisis nigh. Belfato, we have flares of a totally distinct essence. She jots shorthand notes onto the pages next to her and turns one clicking knob of her scope. Now try to get to 2 of them talking. Aloth asks, oh, I guess, yeah, Iselmir, tell Aloth why you've awakened. Fi, he's the one needing me, hiding in his own bone bag like a turtle in its shell. Aloth's face twists in fear. I never turned it over to you. Good, yes, very good. She rests from her scribbling only to make another adjustment to her scope. I can now see two separate patterns of essence. Where he ebbs, the other flows. It's as if the awakening soul fills the space that he leaves empty. She prompts you with a circling of her wrist, quill still in hand. Go on. Aloth, what is this about ceding space to Ismir? Ismir, what exactly are you taking from him? Ismir, what exactly are you taking from him? Nigh more than I'm giving. You should ask what I did that old man of his. How the last time I laid a hand on this, I broke it in 3 places. Aloth's head jerks to the side. That wasn't your decision. It's never been your decision. I was awakening, but now I'm stuck with you, and damned if I let you ninnying drag us both through the scupper. Very good. She lowers her scope and consults her notes. I think I finally got something we can work with. I've tracked Islamir's essence through the exchange. She had a particularly high density index during the most heated portions of their argument, and her essence seemed to localize most clearly in the lower portion of the subject's left ribcage. That's right, around the spleen, which of course means that she is triggered by black bile. No doubt the subject's characteristic melancholy. Oh my god. I'm reading too fast is also my problem. No doubt the subject's characteristics melancholy is to blame. Aloth blinks at you, and in the midst of his perturbation, I think I said that right, you're not quite sure who's looking out of his eyes. That's utter horseshit. I don't know who said that. Black bile, is it? They've certainly spat their share. Kana studies Aloth dubiously. It is a simpler explanation than I expected, all things considered. What? She glares at him. Yes, never mind my years of training. I suppose you have a better explanation? Black bile seems a bit... That sounds like a disease, and I don't think a disease would cause this. You're close. I think Islamir's appearance are related to potential sources of trouble for Aloth. Belsiege carefully scratches her jaw, her gaze darting between you and Aloth. I suppose that could be true. She jots another note. I'll have to check this against other research. He removes the copper bands. Well and good for you. But what does this mean for me? Belsiege frowns at her notes, tapping her cheeks with a quill and making a grand show of concentration. However, you catch her stealing glance at you over the pages. Islamir tries to take control from you when she thinks you can't face a problem on your own. You can't let her make those decisions for you. Yeah, I feel like this might be something you have to figure out. It seems that Islamir steps in when she determines that you're in danger. It's not clear yet whether this is a help or a hindrance. Though, yeah, I think this is the first one. Islamir tries to take control from you when she thinks you can't face a problem on your own. You can't let her make those decisions for you. My thoughts exactly. I'll have to be more careful about her from now on. I've got a lot to process. Regardless, thank you for your help, Persephone. He does not look at Belsiege. She sets her notes on her desk and returns to the scope. Well, I hope this has been as useful to you as it has been to me. I have finally met a material worth publishing. You'll be the Toaster Reviewer, Ventura Aloth. Oh, I read that horribly. You'll be the Toaster Reviewer, Ventura Aloth. Wait, is that his actual name? His grimace melts into a quicker smile. Aye, advancing the right-wise principles of animancy, just what we've always wanted. As you turn to leave, you catch a darting movement out of the corner of your eye. Belsiege is humming to herself, still occupied with her scope. The Aeolf is holding her notes. He's just about to tuck them into his coat when he catches you watching. He holds a finger to his lips, his eyes wide and imploring. Please, I don't want any of my personal information published like this, especially not after her nonsense. Yeah, I don't know if I would like, I mean, if it was actually just for actual scientific research and not just to publish just to make a book. Though, yeah, I guess that was the deal. No, I'm not gonna go back out of the deal. No, you got your you got your explanation. You get your research. That was the deal. You know what? You wanted to go to an animancer, right? You wanted, this is some information you want to get done. I don't know. I understand how he feels, right? But like, what's the deal actually? I don't actually remember if it was a deal or not. No, actually it was, right? Um. Also, I feel like if this happens, they will not be liking us. So, yeah. No, you got your explanation. You get your research. That was the deal. He slits the papers back on the desk, gives you a rueful look. I'm not gonna help you explain this one, scholar boy. Funny. Oh, cute. Alright, now he's leveled up. One missile. Hey, you're gonna be the best missile slinger in the West, alright? I don't even know where the West. I don't even know where this even is. I actually like this. It's kind of not bad, right? Oh, this is just anti-magic, which is kind of good. Hmm. Maybe seconds. I'm not sure about that. Seconds. See, this is where you would use a, like, I guess, a spell blade kind of thing. I think I might use this. For 50, like almost a minute. That's pretty good. Also, this with, I think, like, mirror image hopefully works, but... Alright, now we have... there's another thing we need to do in here. There's, Modred, let's actually save this. An animancer scribbles feverishly on a parchment scroll while his free hand dances through the air, counting off unseen objects. His lips move in silent discourse. As your shadow falls over his scrolls, he looks up at you with mingled perplexity and irritation.
How do you do?
Huh? Can I help you? He forces a polite smile. Has anything unusual been happening around here? You must be joking. This is a sanitarium. Nothing is usual down here. He pauses. Although, now that I think of it, the patients seem more agitated lately. But they're Cademan. Ozzo's responsibility, not mine. Okay, go talk to Ozzo then. Maldred nods, taking a deep breath. Then, if there's nothing else... well, you won't mind, what are you working on? My area of focus is wicks, more specifically how to cure them. Why do you study wicks? He huffs. What kind of question is that? Just think of all the families that could be healed, the lives that could be restored. What could be more important? His face has reddened. He turns away from you, He turns away from you for a moment. Me and reading, my god. He shakes his head. Animancy has an answer here. I know it. It's simply a matter of working it out. I see. Just looking around. Then be quick about it and don't touch anything. The sanitarium has lax visitor policy, but I don't. Another word, he resumes his work. Oh, I think I just got it. Yeah. Oh, Cademan Ozzo. Okay. No, you're Ripley. Sometimes we get people in here trying to make, oh, never mind. Must be upstairs then. That is probably a prison area. Ooh, nice. Okay, never mind. Once I get upstairs, I'll level her up too. Alright, here we go. Swift aim. Yeah, I might do that because I have a lot of stuff that does damage over time. So, that's perfect. This man's soul was torn asunder by a bywalk. As you can see, the patient is unresponsive, common after soul trauma. The animancer places a small stone upon the patient's forehead. A portion of his soul was covered near his body. We used this stone as a vessel for transfer. Can you hear me, Oswin? The patient's eyes slowly open before a panic, wild expression washes over him. Unfortunately, the extended dissociation has permanent side effects. The patient becomes more agitated, grunting and moaning as he tugs at his bonds. With further research, we're confident that we'll be able to rehabilitate patients like Oswin. Are you... Oddmere?
Good day, stranger.
I don't think this guy is it, right? Cademan Azo. I'll be right back. I've returned, and I still don't know. Actually, yeah. Where's this guy actually
How
at?
do you do?
Edmund Ozzo. Really? Is he not up there? Or? You know where this person is? Young Orlan woman traces her fingers along the spines of the book in front of her. Row by row, her motions quick and skittish, like a bird's. She does not notice you until you are nearly upon her. Oh my, you startled me. Are you supposed to be in here? I'm investigating any suspicious activity in the sanitarium. Oh, I'm just Master Ozzo's assistant. He'd know more about that, but he's in the middle of an busy with patients. You won't be able to see him until he comes out of the patient ward. Oh God. When is that? There's nothing else. I need to go back to work. Okay, well at least I know where he is. Interesting. And how do I get into the patient ward? Only Master Ozzo has access. I guess Head Warden Ethelmir does too, but he's, a statue now. Okay. I guess I have to talk to him. Maybe I can get access to it. And then I shall... I think these are all based around here, I think. Except, I don't know. The windmill is the one I don't know about. The other one I think I know where it's at.
Good day, stranger.
Have you learned anything of interest? Maybe. Is Cademan Ozzo running experiments on the patients here? Experiments? Cademan Ozzo is in charge of patients' welfare now. He's not authorized to run any more experiments. I'm disappointed in Caedmon. I had hoped he would be the one to guide your inquiry. He'll be in his office or in the patient's ward. I'm granting you immediate access so you can find him. No doubt you will wish to speak to him further on this matter. I, for one, am curious as to what he might have to say. Tread carefully in the wards. There are a few dangerous cases. I would ask that you do. Oh, I would ask that you all... No. I would ask that you also that you do your best not to agitate the patients. They have enough troubles as it is. Oh, thank you. Farewell. Alright. Oh, I was kind of looking at the corner of my eye. I was looking at something else. I just saw this black screen. Yeah, morning said you can go in. Be careful in there. Alright, well. What in the world? A flesh construct? Oh, that's kind of scary. Well, this looks like an experiment room. Caedmon Azo. Well, well, well. Look who it is. A round-faced, balding man turns to face you. His upper lip is pulled upward slightly by his pointed nose, exposing his upper teeth when he scowls.
What is the meaning of this?
Oh, I actually did not expect a voice line. Ethalmore told me you're not supposed to be doing any more experiments. Yes, well, Ethalmore hasn't done much good for anybody since he had his soul moved to an inanimate object. So I failed to see why I should let that sway me. If animators all followed the commands of their leaders, where would we be? We'd all be as backwards and willfully ignorant as Braceris. We would know nothing about life or death or even ourselves. We'd be lost in the dark with no clue as to why. I never thought I'd find myself in agreement with a statue, but Thelma was right about this fellow at least. He sneers at his Azo. How easily ambition masquerades as prudence. I'll bet he's fooled even himself. Surely there are other paths that don't involve risking lives.
Indeed. Many lives have been spent in such pursuits, writing treatises and poems. But tell me this, how does one verify the truth of a poem? If some philosopher stumbled across the meaning of our existence, how would we know it from a false one? These are wasted lives. In Animancy there is progress. We are measurably closer to complete understanding because of our work. And that will be true until our work is complete.
I mean, there's some truth, I guess, but I mean, you're still doing some weird kind of stuff in here, so.
Who will solve Widewen's legacy? Some church? Some warrior? It will be an animancer, or it will be no one at all.
I don't know. Have you tried your experiments on any other subjects? I have, yes. No point in lying about it. Now that a theme is involved, I asked for volunteers from our patients, and a few brave souls came forward. I was very close at one time to a breakthrough. They understand that. They understood their sacrifices would mean something. I need to know if you've seen any unusual behavior out of your patients. You're going to get a lot of looks asking questions like that in a sanitarium for the unbalance. In truth, I've spent a little time treating them since I have been reduced in my capacities. You might have luck with some of our more functional patients. They tend to congregate in the main area just past the entrance to the patient wards. How do you were demoted? How did it happen? Azo's nostrils flare and he bares his upper teeth more broadly. That's none of your concern. Did one of the others put you up to this, Oddmere? That smug weasel. Things went wrong. Everything. I didn't know how. I'll never know. He spits on the floor as if to remove a bitter taste from his mouth. I'm looking for an expert on awakenings. I don't have time to give you directions. Go bother somebody else. Alright, very well. What, if it's still giving me that? No, I don't know why it's still giving me that. It's weird. A curved spine twists with this woman's posture forward. Her greasy hair draped over her large eyes like vines. She smiles at you. You must be visiting someone. Then, noting your appearance, she adds, a friendly visit, I hope. What do you know about this animancer Ozo? Oh, I like him very much. Many animancers could care less about their patients. Look at us like vermin for their experiments. But Master Ozo treats us like humans, even the very sick. You can tell he does this to help people. He's helped me understand a great deal about myself, and I know he's done the same for others. It's too bad that what they did to him. He hides it well, but I know he's still affected by it. Wait, what happened to Ozo? Frail's eyes dart back and forth, and her voice lowers to just about above a whisper. They don't like to talk about it, but there was an accident. He was said to be one of the brightest in Deerwood. That was his reputation here, and that was what brought me to seek treatment. People say it was ego that drove him to try and solve the legacy, but that's hogwash. Even if he was a bit of a showman, he loved his homeland. He thought he could help. He wasn't one to speak of his work, suspected his colleagues might have tried to steal it. But he told me once that he had figured out a way to create a soul. Like just a fresh soul out of nothing? Not a soul exactly, mind you. How did he put it? A proxy, I think he called it. Had some machine that drew energy out of the very ether. Can you imagine? Oh, okay, it's kind of cool. The point is, it was going to help with the legacy. It was going to make Hollowborn into something easier to love and care for. God knows. Gods know, that's something we need. Do you know what they call those empty little babies an Andra's gift? If you could just finish what you were saying. Anyway, Master Ozo had scheduled a public demonstration of his work in Capolaine. He was so excited. And then the next day, he was locked in his office, turning away visitors, I heard. And he stopped seeing patients. I don't know exactly what happened, and I don't have the heart to ask him, but I'm glad they're letting him treat people again. Have any of the patients been acting unusually? Well, there's Batiksa who relives a murder she's committed more than 5 lifetimes ago. Idleman, who they say only has half a soul, and who was found collecting the faces of others because he believed his own to be a false one. That's kind of that's not good. Graham, he speaks in a language no one understands and wails at night sometimes. Different from their normal behavior, I mean. Well, yes, I suppose, but nothing they didn't volunteer for. Master Ozo let us know that there are a number of patients in the North Ward had volunteered for a new therapy or to be escorted to his laboratory to receive treatment. The North Ward has our most troubled cases. I'm glad some of them have chosen to get help. It seems to me it's gotten quieter over there since it started. I hope that's not a bad thing. It's Graham. I see them talking in the most. He struggles, but he always was a bit of a wild one. Would I be able to visit the North Ward? They like to keep them separate. I don't know that I've ever seen the guards allow a visitor. Just Master Ozo. You might ask him. He's very sympathetic. Alright. No visitors. Okay, let me go ask, let me go ask him. So I don't get attacked.
What is it now?
That's good. I'd like to access the North Ward. Out of the question. Those patients are in isolation for a reason. Alright, my perception. Your forehead seems damp all of a sudden. Perhaps I should discuss your insubordination with the head warden.
You smug cretin. How dare you come down here and meddle? You have no idea the importance of my research.
Oh, what do you mean your research? I thought you were just taking care of patients. You fool! He balls up his fist, and digs his teeth into his index finger, a growl simmering beneath his breath and a deep scowl compressing his face. I think he just realized that he just gave his shit away.
Fine. Speak to them for all the good it'll do you. I'm sure the discussions will be fascinating.
He pulls a heavy key from one of his pockets and nearly slams it down on the floor before handing it to you. Thank you.
These poor people. This isn't the treatment that they were promised upstairs by the cushioned seats and lush carpets.
Yeah, I agree. This just sounds awful.
Is that the cure for soul sickness? To be thrown into a cell and subjected to the whims of your captor?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's just these animancers, right? Or at least I hope not. I doubt the wealthier citizens have the same experience. Probably true. Yeah, I don't. This is kind of awful. What the hell? I don't like these answers. I don't like a lot of these answers. Like, I don't want to be like, I just want to be like, yeah, this is pretty fucked up. I guess the passion is the best one, right? These animators matters their patience. But if all were treated like this, the sanitarium would never survive. What did these patients do to warrant such conditions? There are just as many. Oh. Damn. My resolve. What did these patients do to... Yeah, let's just keep moving. Hopefully we maybe can a willowy adolescent boy stands in the center of his cell. Gawkish and stoop-shouldered, he stares straight ahead, the occasional blink his only movement, and it is unclear whether he registers your presence at all behind his glassy, doll-like eyes. In this state, the barriers between your soul and his are thin and porous, easily bypassed if you wish it. Well, reach out for a soul, I guess. You close your eyes and edge forward toward the boy's soul, and as you near, a sudden malaise, I have no idea how to say that word, malaise, I think I said that right, comes over you. You are cold and warm all at once, sweating, shivering, and straining for breath, as you did on the caravan journey. The soul you approach is the wrong one, a parasitic plant that strangles its host. It is predatory and pitiless, and you have crossed paths with it before. Too late does it occur to you to retract, and already you feel yourself plunged into some interminable abyss of thought and memory. You are standing in a cell now, the same cell in the sanitarium. The halls are moonlit and empty, and you are waiting. At the far end of the the doors open, revealing a flesh golem in silhouette beneath the stone archway. It makes its usual rounds. The same stops every time, the misbegotten child of this despondent creators. When the construct is closed, you coil yourself up and spring forward, passing out of the boy's body as though it were membrane. You can sense his body behind you collapsing to the floor, a puppet whose strings are cut. You are rushing toward the golem now, bodiless as a gust of wind. Quickly, you think to yourself, quickly, and you feel the strength hemorrhaging from your soul as you dart towards the makeshift abomination. You pass into the golem's shell and overtake the soul implanted within, encircling it, suppressing it, and contained in this new vessel you are strong again. You step heavy-footed down corridors, unheeded by the other constructs and scrutinized only by the wary. Untrustworthy eyes of the mad, coming at last to an office pile with books, scribbled papers, and perverse implements of animancy. You set your oversized hands upon a large machine, A nest of globes and tubes and coils in the center of the room. You go to work, bending wires and unsettling alignments. Your surroundings are pulled past you, or perhaps you are pulled past them, and they dissolve into a blur. When they settle into place again, you are outside on a clear day, standing in front of a crowd stacked high above you on the tiered seats of an amphitheater. You are acting for the crowd, standing deliberately still, but this is no play. A balding man with rodent-like features is strapping you to a machine, the one you had tampered with. You see your arms for the first time, short and fleshy, unmistakably those of a little girl. But this body is not truly yours. Your mind still holds the same determination, the same hard-heartedness as before. Oh my god, that's a weird one. The body itself is cold and vacuous. Unlike the others, this one has no soul of its own. The man speaks, and the crowd applauds with an enthusiasm worthy of a hero's entrance. "Bear witness," he said, and he pulls a lever. The machine shivers and sparks, and a bead of sweat rolls down the sides of the man's brow. The crowd's apprehension quickly gives way to awe as a crystal globe fills with a radiant mist that casts the entire theater aglow. He opens a valve, and the glow crawls through the tube along a length of copper wiring that runs to a set of electrodes beneath your armpits. You feel nothing when it reaches you, as it should be, for you have been leading his work astray periodically for some time, authoring notes and settings and playing puppeteer for Hollowborn. You've been leading his work astray periodically for time. But you make it look how people would expect it to look when a body is infused with a soul. In a moment, the machine goes dark, and the man enstraps you, eyeing you with a scientist's concern. He looks back up at the crowd. "Behold," he says, but there's obvious hesitation in his voice. Slowly, you take a plodding step forward, then another, and another. Look up at the man, giving him the eye contact of which no Hollowborn is capable, and the crowd gasps. The man looks relieved. "How do you feel?" He asked what a volume meant. He asked at a volume meant for the crowd, and this is the moment. At the top of your lungs, you let out a piercing shriek. The man comes towards you, his hands outstretched. But you run the other way, back to the machine. With all your strength, you drive your head into the crystal globe. Whoa. Okay. And it shatters, streaking your head with warm blood. You rev your head down into the surface of the machine again and again and again, drawing panicked screams from the crowd. And by the time the man reaches you, your body has already ceased proper function and merely twitches on the cold ground. Satisfied, you depart the corpse in search of another suspecting host. Who could put their faith in animancy now? What? Oh, who is this, like, insane just soul? Like, he's like a living technical living soul. You are pulled again from your surroundings, transcending into the boundaries of memories and lifetimes, deeper and deeper past betrayals and murders and lies upon lies that form the thick weaponing of plots beyond mortal comprehension. You settle at last on a room you have seen before, expansive, with a tall device encasing an Audra monolith at its center. The room is filled with people, and the people all look at the device. You are yanked suddenly back to reality, and the once catatonic boy in the cell is looking directly at you, appraising, calculating. There's no mistaking now that it is the soul of the man who caused your awakening that gazes out from the borrowed husk. What? Oh, interesting. A watcher. The soul of the man who caused your awakening gazes. Oh, this is like the big browed man with the fancy the fancy cult leader, right? The legend key leader. So you can just like jump into people's souls. Technically, that's kind of cool. You made me into a watcher. I need you to undo it. Is that so? He makes no effort to hide his disinterest, but he continues to search your eyes. He makes a slight grunting noise, and his eyes soften for an instant, and it seems, for that moment, that he recognizes you. He opens his mouth to speak, then seems to think better of what he has about to say. His jaw tightens. I know you look. You hunger for answers that elude you. It gnaws at your soul. It usurps your reason for being. You are like everyone. I will help you let go. He dodges backward with startling grace, putting himself out of reach. On his face, there is no malice, only the dispassion of a farmer putting down a sick animal. Then, suddenly, he slumps forward. What in the world is happening? Uh-oh. That's not good. Oh no. Whoa. What is that? Oh no. Well, I mean, they're giving me no choice. And hopefully the headmaster, understands. I do have Fireball. That's alright, let's see how this works. Let's see what I have. Pillar Faith. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Oh, it's only on a... It's not. I'm being targeted. Damn. Alright, well I can do that, which would be probably better. Come on. Oh my god, I didn't notice this guy. Okay. What is happening? Okay, I guess I gotta.
Were they wrong?
Oh my god, he fucking transformed. Oh my god.
Feels like I've been...
Oh my Christ. Alright, this is not going too well. Oh my Christ.
Following your lead. Following your lead.
Gotta be more careful.
Fight!
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm winning this fight. Oh, this is rough. Oh my god. This guy's still alive. Oh my god.
As you say.
Uh-oh, I don't know if I like... Oh, what's happening up there? What?
Brave.
Actually, so he doesn't... No one dies. 'Cause I didn't think... I didn't think this whole place would just be an active zone now.
How may I help?
So much for you.
Why is he... God damn it.
Hey.
Okay, you. Now get out of here.
I have.
I might give him an actual somewhat... Yeah, I gotta give him a ranged weapon.
Following your lead.
I need.
Yes?
Nice, okay.
Some fermented caribou milk would hit this spot right now.
As you wish.
These chains grown with added weight. Crescent bite marks pit the edges of the cot. The buckets reeks of offal.
Brave Dalphilas.
Yes?
If it makes you rest easier.
This is big too. What have you done? I don't have time for this. I guess I don't have time for this. And now the screams are getting louder. I mean, they're not here. Is there no one here? The headboard must be told what's going on down here. We're getting out of here. It's not safe here anymore. I'm getting out of here. The man who watches. Oh, that was the man who watches. Oh my god, okay. The man who's just been sitting there. Head one with him. What the blazes happened down there? You were given permission to ask questions. It's complicated. A patient of yours, Usgrim, was working for the leading key, only without knowing it. You finish your explanation, and Ethelmore breaks the silence. I've read accounts of people in history who could do what you describe. The accounts are few and brief and never reliable. Some go as far as to suggest that they are all the same person. If truly such a person was here among us, plotting our ruin, would that I had a body again and could be of some real use in our time of need. I don't know, that phrasing was really weird, I thought. I fear what the future may hold for this place. I'm grateful you were able to dispatch the threat before there was a loss of innocent life. We've nearly had another scandal on our hands. What do you mean without the loss of innocent life? What? What of Azo? What part did his experiment play in this catastrophe? Yeah, I guess it definitely seems that Azo was only trying to be helpful. Yeah. I should have known better than to isolate him. Of course he would resort to deception. The wiser thing would be to allow his experiments, with close oversight, of course. A mind like his must be allowed a chance to create. Is that it? Okay, so go tell Azo then? He'll probably be happy about that news though. Damn, 6. There'll be some time before things calm down down here. Wait, what am I supposed to do now? Oh, that's done? Wait, did I get XP for that? No, what the hell? It's a little strange.
Good day to you.
That's kind of cool, though. Oh, I had a feeling there was going to be something when I come out here. Welcome. Beg your pardon, I have a message for you. You are summoned to Hadrid House, where Lady Webb wishes to meet with you as soon as possible. They say she's an ancient spider, spinning her nets throughout the city. Gives you a careful look. If she wishes to see you, that either bodes very well or very ill. How do you know where to find me? Well, it's Lady Webb. She knows everything. Okay, tell me about Lady Webb. Do you not know Lady Webb? She's, well, no one's seen her. Exactly. In a long time. But she's the mistress of Dunnage Row. Has been for as long as anyone can remember. He pauses, eyeing passerbys with suspicion. Quietly, he continues. She's supposed to be old. Older than anybody. And she never leaves her room. Some say she's wasted away and she's just a pile of bones kept animated by dark magics. She's still at it. Best anyone could tell. Learning things, keeping us safe. Pulling the strings behind the throne, too, it's said. Has a ring of ciphers doing her bidding, telling her everything that goes on. If you do wrong in this country, before you go asking the gods for forgiveness, best you ask the Lady Webb first. What's Dunnard Row? A whole mess of ciphers run out of Hadrid House. They make it their business to keep the peace, but they don't like you see them do it. Problems in this city have a way of going away on their own, and when that happens, you can make a pretty good guess as to why. Alright, where can I find Hadrid House? It's just over there, my lady, the southwestern corner of Brackenbury. Okay, very well.
How's the hand?
Turning purple. I'd have to cut it off.
I warned you not to pet him.
If I'm not supposed to pet him, why is he so soft?
Yeah, good point, dear. Wait, just hear me out with this, because her soul will be returned intact, more or less. More or less? Is that how you plan on presenting your ideas to Ethelmore? Why? Not good? Not good. So I wonder if this is a part of that soul thing. So, Hadrid House. Dunnard Row. I think it's over here. Right? At least I think it was said that way. I have a feeling it's over here. Hopefully I'm in the right house. I'm assuming this is not the right house then. My bad.
Adair, you have said you fought in the Saints' War, but for which side?
The one that blew up my god.
I didn't mean anything by it. I imagine a man with a head made of fire and light could be very convincing.
Funny thing about Dear Woodens. All that fire and light, they just treated him like another authority figure.
Oh, it's literally right here. I don't know why I did not see that. Oh? Older robed man. As you near the apparition, you are overcome suddenly by a powerful anxiety that sits like a stone in your stomach. The feeling is not quite real. The recollection of an emotion rather than the emotion itself. It wrenches your insides nevertheless. The apparition's brow is tense, a look of concern playing across his face.
The other missionaries say you have been neglectful of your duties.
My mind has been elsewhere.
Oh? And what troubles you?
The pain in your stomach deepens, and you feel for a moment as though you're about to be sick. Your mouth has gone dry. Forgive me, Eminence. I wish to leave the order. The man folds his fingers together and presses them to his mouth, thoughtful.
You have been an apt student, and your convictions have inspired those around you. May I ask what has changed to make you feel this way?
Well, these are different. I wonder if, like, this stuff is actually, like, important and actually affects, like, what your character was like in the past. The people we intend to convert, they committed unspeakable acts, sacrifices, mutilations. The apparition exhales slowly, and its lips press together, a sympathetic report in its eyes. It places its hand on your shoulder.
These are the ways of the heathen world.
Surely the gods would do better to destroy us all and start anew.
Perhaps they would. It may come to that one day. This is why we must not fail. The heathens are beyond the gods' reach. They do not know better. We are tasked with delivering them to the gods, so that the gods may heal their souls.
Is such a thing possible?
I have seen it with my own eyes. You will see it too, if you choose to remain. There is no greater calling than the one we have chosen. Neither words, nor wealth, nor battle will end this suffering. Only the gods. Will you give them that chance?
The knot in your stomach seems to loosen all at once, and the anxiety is replaced with something else entirely. Something warm and soothing. And it is something you know you can never repay. As the vision fades, you start to become cognizant of the many odd looks aimed in your direction. Your last response echoes in your mind. I will.
Hail and well met.
The old man is surrounded by books and scrolls. His wiry hair stands nearly on end, and his ears prick up as you approach. You carry whispers. Cade Nua, Gilda's Vale, old voices indeed. What are you talking about? Dolan grins, revealing a row of dagger-pointed teeth. As a cipher, it's my job to know these things. You carry the whiff of the age of ancients. What else can you tell me? His ears twitch downward. Not as much as I would like, unfortunately. My duties for Lady Webb require me to focus on my talents elsewhere. He regards a table piled with scrolls. What brings you to Dunnard Row? I was invited here by Lady Webb. Kieran cocks his head to one side as if trying to get a better look at you. Forgive me. She does not take many visitors. The ones she does invite are a fascinating lot. I have always marveled at her choices. Nothing in common to my eyes, but her sight is far keener than mine. I wonder what she sees. Her room is upstairs, the one with guards out front. The city might not understand her value, but the Duke certainly does. And looks like you could use some help. So many secrets and trails in this city. You have to but turn a corner to find a fresh trace of something stolen. Or someone missing. He flicks an ear. Unfortunately, we haven't the time to investigate them all. I'm supposed to be working on other matters, but my mind still lingers on a few recent cases. Curse of a cipher, to be ruled by the whims of curiosity. Tell me about these cases. One case or three, depending on how you look at it. He taps his clawed fingers together. 3 weeks and a disappearance at the end of each. Some might call it a coincidence. I call it a clue. Lady Webb knows you, trusts you, so I shall trust you too, so long as our interests are aligned. I'll look into it. Where should I start? Sagani bounces on the hot balls of her feet. Just like one of those valiant whodunits. Read a few of those on the road. Helps pass the time. He grins, razor-tipped teeth showing between his lips. Copper Lane, Andrew's Gift, and Brackenberry, of course. To talk to the ones who reported the disappearance, the only ones who know each one to care, Laura, Ollie, and Iliga. And who's missing? 2 men, 1 woman, Laundry, Kendall, and Cora. I'll let you know how to find Carol. Let's go talk to this Madam Webb. Not really, I forgot what it's. I'm not sure if her name is Madam Webb, but. Here we go. Lady Webb will see you now. This woman clutches a thick stack of parchment with spinally wrinkled fingers, their flesh stretched thin to near translucence with extreme age. A gossamer veil over pale blue veins. Ink splotches and candle burns dot and stripe her hands like a quilt patterned after some great, indescribable truth. She does not look up from her reading.
So, the messenger conveyed my summons. A miracle that would make the reincarnation of Aothis look like a child's cantrip, surely. It doesn't draw the most inspired minds, messaging. They failed me so many times of late, I nearly sent a cipher after you instead. So this is the Watcher who took over Cad Noir. Oh, don't look so surprised. It isn't an attractive expression. I wouldn't be where I am for long if I let details like that escape me.
Connell leans in towards you. A meager trick, given Cod Nua's fame.
And this fiasco in the sanitarium that you seem to have gotten yourself into the middle of. What in blazes possessed you to stir that nest of trouble?
And I'm investigating a strange group.
Strange does not begin to describe them. The practices of the Leaden Key defy all reason. You're not the only one with an interest in their recent activities. I've lost 4 ciphers this year alone trying to get someone inside their ranks. As it is, we only have our suspicions about who is in the group and what they intend, which I suppose means we have much in common with them. I asked you here because I wanted to know what your interest was in all of this. I thought perhaps we might help each other. Why are you looking for the Leaden Key?
Yeah, one of their members caused my soul to awaken. I need him to reverse it. She closes her eyes, and the lids flicker. Then her face goes still, and her mouth parts little more than a sliver, and her hand briefly drops open, spilling some of her parchment to the ground. The pages wafting around her legs like the leaves of a dying tree. Her fleshy eyelids peel back, and her gaze is immediately upon you.
The gods are cruel, I'm afraid. The man you seek is Theos Ix Arcanon, Grand Master of the Leaden Key. One of the most elusive and dangerous men Aora has ever known.
How do you know I seek? Well, I'm not gonna ask that. You seem pretty knowledgeable. What can you tell me about Theos?
More than most, what scraps of evidence exist.
God damn it.
Suggest that may also. He is also not one to
I'm
more than most, though very few would know so much as his name. And there is no way of knowing how much of what I've read is true. The Leaden Key dates back more than 2,000 years. If rumors are to be believed, Theos was the one who created it. What scraps of evidence exist suggest that he has died many times, only to be reborn each time exactly the same man, awakened during adolescence with all the knowledge and experience of all his lifetimes. The plots he orchestrates sometimes take hundreds of years to bear fruit. Needless to say, this is not the natural order of things, but he is said to be one of Woodica's favored, and that old bat was never one to let rules get in the way of favoritism.
Huh?
That may also explain another supposed gift of his. His body is no boundary to his soul, and he is known to take possession of others, if their souls are weak enough. Often it is for elaborate deceptions, but sometimes he simply forces them to kill themselves. He is not known for his generous supply of pity. He is also not one to show himself in any but their most critical matters. If he has directly involved himself in whatever the group plots now, it may be your only chance to find him. And once you do find him, if you can find him, I would not hold my hopes too high if I were you. He is a driven, single-minded man. He will not have the slightest concern for your problems.
What else is there to know about the Leaden Key?
Precious little, I'm afraid. You may know much of it already. No one member knows the identity of more than a handful of other members. They are kept in the dark of missions they are not involved in, or sometimes of those they are involved in. They exist to hide secrets they themselves don't know, if you can imagine how gullible someone must be for that to appeal.
Yeah.
Despite that, they are very good at what they do, owing much to their founder, who will take matters into his own hands when necessary. And he does not fail.
What do you want from me?
Keep me informed. The Leaden Key has been busy lately, and that is distressing news. I can only guess as to what they intend. You seem to have a knack for turning the stones they've crawled beneath. Keep turning them. Dunreed Row will not stop you.
Okay.
Whatever it is they're up to, figuring it out will be of great use to both of us. In your case, it will surely point you to Theos. In return, I will share our knowledge with you as we learn it, and provide you with what assistance I can.
Hey, very well. I mean, I'm fine with that.
If you find your trail has run cold, come to me with whatever you have. There is much I may be able to do for you.
I mean, yeah, I can tell you about the Leaden Key's operations.
Well, let's hear it.
Well, I found Theos in Brackenbury Sanitarium impersonating a patient. He's trying to damage the public's opinion on animancy.
Forgive me. It is unlike Theos to leave witnesses. He must be furious. He did not aid you as you'd hoped, I take it? Well, take heart. With any luck, when he has finished his business, he will surely come and find you again, if only to kill you while you sleep. This news of yours makes sense, of course. To dabble in animancy is to puzzle over the secrets of the gods. This would not be the Leaden Key's first action against it. But if this is connected to their other activities, we may be in for something on a much larger scale. If we can learn more about their goals and methods, perhaps we can get the palace behind us. With Avar's support, we may be able to put a stop to this.
That's all I know. Alright, farewell.
Try your best not to die out there.
Will do. Hopefully not. There's so many quests right here just for the endless path, which I'll go back there in a few more levels. I want to get as I said, I want to get this area done first, because there's literally another part of it, like this, yeah, this ancient town, literally in Defiance Bay. It literally says in Defiance Bay. I know where it was, so. Yeah, I already informed her. Yeah, and this. Good amount of quests. Let's go to Copperland, I guess. Let's do this. Figure out this mystery. Oh, it's paused. My bad. That was silly of me.
Hey, Allah, can I, talk to your, your friend? What is it about Isilmir? I'm right here, you know. No, you're both great. It's just, well, I feel like I don't get to spend as much time with her, and she's just so funny. I mean, some of the things she says are not nearly as funny when you've been hearing them for 50 years.
Yeah, fair. Actually, I'm going to 19 hours, save it, and yeah, how much did I play? 20 hours? I was saying, like, I'm about 18 hours in, and I am pretty close to where I was. Though I'm obviously going to get a way longer time, so. And then, of course, I got other characters unlocked, so. But, of course, I have better gear and whatnot, so that's, you know, the good thing. So, yeah, I will save it here. And I am going to end it there. Wish I could be streaming a little longer, though I started a bit later, unfortunately. Which I didn't want to do, but I had company over, so I did have to wait a bit until they were gone, so. Hopefully tomorrow stream a bit earlier, and then so I can stream a bit longer of this game. Get more of the story done. Explore this world more. It's been really fun. Hopefully, yeah. As I said, been saying, a lot of this stuff gets translated. So here's the thing, is like this, I'm assuming it'll probably be anything that gets translated to Avoid would probably be from 2, maybe? I'm not sure though. I'm having fun playing this one, so if there's any mechanics that are taken from this and just put into Avowed, that would be amazing. But yeah, that will be all for the stream. So have a good one. Take care.